Well, what do we have here? It's the Outcast podcast, where we've got a white man, a black man, and a brown man all here to do a podcast. We mix them up like M&Ms, and they are with nuts. They are definitely nuts for sure. This is the Outcast podcast. How you doing?
How are you doing?
TomKat?
What's going on? What's going on?
You wearing a cowboy hat, boy?
What's going on?
I don't know.
With
This is a cowboy hat. It's just a hat.
It's like a brown derby looking hat. We got Ramo. He's enjoying
This
his
is like Pharrell's
Coke.
hat.
Is that in honor of Coca-Cola or the cocaine you did in the 80s?
I'll let you decide.
He's wearing a Coke
that. Well,
shirt.
it's Coke white, so I'm gonna go with the other.
And then it looks like
Whatever floats your
Memphis looks like he's wearing a throwback shirt, the Dare shirt, but it says cream. Is that the cash rules everything around me? Get the dollar bill?
Y'all.
Dollar bill, y'all. Yes, it is.
Man,
Seventh chamber.
what a group of outcasts we have here. We're already almost 50 days into the new year here, 2023.
Already?
Damn it.
Did you guys, Ramo, did you have any New Year's resolutions? Are you that type of guy to have a resolution?
Not at all. I always strive to be better, do better. So, I mean, to make it a point at any part of the year is ridiculous. I think you should do it all the time. So, I mean, but if whatever works for you, if that's something, the motivation you need to make yourself better, then use it, I say.
Anybody on the panel have something big going on? They've got a New Year's resolution and they're deep into it right now. Memphis, Tomcat?
No.
Well, yeah, we're kicking off our new website this year. I'm real excited about that. But I never do the resolution things because I actually, for once, have to agree with Ramo.
Yeah.
I think you should just kind of try to do your best all the time. So it should never be a time where you get to the end of the year and you're like, now I'm going to stop being a total,
Douchebag.
Right.
Agreed.
Slob.
That's
whatever.
That's three in a row.
Drinking too much, eating too much.
Just do
Doing
it right
too
now.
much cocaine.
It's excess.
No.
It's always excess, So you always got to watch out for it. You always got to rein it in. Excess.
I mean, the only thing I did, y'all know, I went and did dry January, just dry out, but
see, dryness can be an excess too.
I don't
No, I'm
even
just kidding.
drink
That's saying
anymore.
I haven't had a drink in over 10 years.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore. Like, I'll have a drink socially if the situation requires it, but like, I don't drink. Like, I don't consider myself a drinker. Like, I just don't.
Yeah, I'm a social.
I'd rather
I
smoke
drink
weed.
when I'm gigging sometimes.
Yeah,
or
but you
whatnot,
go to gigs like every other night. Like, you're always in the club, so that temptation's always there. And I totally understand it because I become more of a regular drinker when I work nightclubs because that's just what people do there. And like, you're working the crowd, you're trying to like get in the vibe of the crowd. Like, you got to kind of get in that headspace just a little.
Just a little bit. You don't go overboard. Don't
In
go
case
overboard.
you like
Please
it.
don't. You
Yeah,
gotta
don't
drive
go
home.
overboard. Never go overboard. Just a little bit if you're gonna do it.
Unless
Just
you
get in
got
the
some
vibe.
blow, you can do in the bathroom on your
Well,
before
shit,
you
I
leave.
ain't co-signing that.
All right, Coke boy. Let's. So the top,
Cocaine Bear.
Woo!
we've got lots
Indiana.
lots of topics to get
Take a
to
shot.
on the show today. We will get to FaceOff Porn. This is becoming a thing. Also, there's some new.
For you. No, I'm just kidding.
What a jackass.
Since I found it, I've been
man, it's
to
pretty
that site
impressive.
like 50 times.
There's also
It's like
some
Quagmire.
new AI that has come out, and we have actually purchased it here at the company.
What?
This is good news and bad news for you guys, so
Uh-oh.
stay tuned for that. We've also got the Super Bowl to chat about, and next year's Super Bowl will be in Las Vegas, followed by New Orleans.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk some Super Bowl coming up. They also put out the top 50 rappers of all time on Billboard and Vibe magazine. We'll discuss that, and we will hopefully get time to get to this. We have a way that if you got some money in the bank, you could actually reverse the aging process. And if you're 40 years old, all of a sudden, a year into it, you're 30.
Yeah, how much money?
Well,
How much money are you talking here?
we'll talk about that coming up.
All right,
We're going to
all right.
start with the fact that we've now gone 6 days without having to shoot a UFO out of the sky.
Nice.
It's been 6 days.
It's been 6 days now, I
Really?
believe.
I
since
could have swore we did
That's a
one
good
like a
thing.
few days ago.
it seems like I guess this is unprecedented where we've never, up until how many years ago? I know Tomcat is constantly watching the news. He's our official news.
No,
man.
that's crazy. It's crazy stuff. It is unprecedented.
unprecedented, right?
NORAD, I don't think, has ever shot down everything over North America.
And the Chinese are saying it was a weather balloon that caught the wind. It lost its course. It ended up making it over off of the coast of South Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and then we shot it down, and I guess China is mad.
They're mad. Now they're saying they might have repercussions on us for shooting down and taking their spy stuff that wasn't spy stuff.
And they're
whatever.
They're all
great explanation.
Right.
I like it. Yeah.
Well, the Chinese claim that we have had these similar balloons flying near their territory.
I'm sure.
And that they don't shoot them down.
They should. They should.
Yeah.
If we doing that,
do you think that
you
we're
should
doing
take
that?
that shit down too. Hell yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
doing
put it past us.
Hell, I mean, come on, now think about it. You
But
can't.
don't you think that we would think that would launch us into a war?
No, because
it isn't doing anything.
we've always sent spies everywhere.
I never would have assumed that our
CIA
government was like launching spies. Although I would think they were doing like high reconnaissance flight over stuff like U-2 spy planes,
I would imagine
surveillance
they would be
over
a lot
things.
more technical about it, right? You know,
I guess in that sense, I always do imagine that our government is watching the enemy, and like whether it be with satellites or like spy planes.
It's 2023.
Balloons.
I mean, we're doing the same thing that everybody's doing.
This balloon technology is a good way to loiter and to get information. It's probably the best way to spy on stuff from that height, and the best height for an EMP. If you wanted to float an EMP, that's the way to do it with a balloon.
What's the EMP?
I mean, those things should be
It's an electromagnetic pulse,
with
and
radar
it
stuff,
would be
right?
like it would knock out all the electricity to like cities all at once. Boom.
Got you.
And that's what they think they would probably do.
Well, I mean, look at this way. I mean,
for what? Let's get deeper into it. For what? Why would they do that? What do we have here in America that China or any other country in this world would be opining for?
Maybe
outside
finding
of the
out where
people.
our military bases are, how many
where our missile silos are at,
all of our sites are,
where our power plants, water plants.
For what?
Because
take over world domination,
if
Ramo. Of course.
If you take out,
they want to come take the country over?
No, because think about this: if you the way to cripple a country is like you take out the main things that they need.
No,
yes,
dude,
that's
they
pretty.
Don't cripple us for what, dude? They already have us crippled, dude. We owe them so much money. Like
we don't owe everybody money.
I'm sure they're talking about like some type of like financial thing or kind of like, you know, penalization on a loan or something like that.
Most likely they are.
They're not talking about starting World War III over some fucking balloons that are whether maybe or
not.
But
they would over Taiwan.
They would over Taiwan.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It depends. I think, that's a tough
and
subject.
Quite honestly, like for us, you know, should we, as humanitarians, of course we care, but like honestly, like we have certain territories. If you know Puerto Rico wanted to become its own sovereign state or whatever, or become a state, there will be votes and stuff. Maybe they should do some shit like that. Maybe they don't believe in doing shit like that. I'm going to
speak to Ramo on what he knows, being from Gary, Indiana.
I don't necessarily. I don't know that. I don't necessarily know that. Like, is that really like our business or?
Well, here's what I want to tell you.
We shouldn't help or whatever. I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm just saying like, how much of help should we be like?
Well, here's the issue I think right now.
Because we've helped Ukraine without getting involved.
We have egos, it seems like, in the world of government and running a country.
Oh, dude, that's everywhere.
And what I'm noticing is the Chinese are setting up a military presence in Canada, and the Americans are setting up their military presence in the Philippines and adding more troops. And it seems to me like it's like a flexing thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like on the streets. I'll talk Gary talk for you, Ramo.
Sure.
It seems like there's somebody.
That's like 4 shots we're on now.
Somebody's over on the corner of Yayo and freaking Dope Street, and somebody's trying to now all of a sudden somebody's pulling up. I'm trying to put it into perspective because you don't seem to understand.
Both from Gary, Indiana, take the shot.
I'm not from Gary.
I understand what you're saying, but. Why is
there's some flexing going on? Somebody's trying to take over a corner.
But hold on.
What happens in the end? Somebody ends up firing a nuke. That's what happens.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to get to that. Here's the thing is, you know, us as a country, we set up military bases all over the globe. So why would it necessarily be a problem for another superpower to do it? Like, I don't necessarily take that as a direct threat.
Yeah,
maybe
I
it's
don't see
more
it
of a
as.
diplomatic.
I mean, think about it. You take it all the way back to when
we're trying to extend
when the
our
'60s
hands.
when Kennedy got in office and we had the whole shit with them in Russia and Cuba, and you had the whole Cuban Missile Crisis, and I mean, and that was 90 miles from where we at. So I mean, it happens. I mean,
fighting with Cuba and fighting with China is a completely
totally different things.
But the thing with Cuba was
the Russian missile crisis. It was actually the Russians that put the missiles there, so it was a big deal.
So it was a big deal. It was a real big deal.
My point is that maybe it's not so that they can set up military bases to
no, they're not setting up a base.
Maybe it's like more of a diplomatic thing.
It's like this. Think about this.
They're kind of looking
Think about this. I know what Gentry is saying. Remember the movie Boys in the Hood, and that one scene when Trey and Ricky was walking across the street, and the dude they pulled up, but they was down the street, and they were just kind of like looking, and then they pulled off, and when Doughboy ran down the steps and was like, "What's up?" and they pulled off. That's kind of what China doing. They just pulling up and like, yeah, we see y'all, but if we step out like, what's up? They're like, all right, we don't want no smoke. And that's what it is. When I
think about it, I just think, why would they build all these weapons if they're never going to use them?
Same reason we do it.
So yeah, exactly.
Same reason we do it.
Exactly.
Why do gangsters walk around with a bunch of flashing their guns?
They're afraid
a lot of them don't use
them.
They just flash them.
Yeah.
They're never gonna, and no one's ever gonna use one.
Let's hope not.
That's the idea. For all our sake, we should hope that nobody use them. Shit.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
For our sake, if one get used, we're all screwed.
I think
screwed.
I need to start digging a hole under my house.
It don't even matter. It don't matter about having a hole because what you gonna do? You can't eat. You ain't able to get no food. You gonna be fucked. We all fucked.
Come out, turn into
I guess the way I look at it is, it's like, what are we really gonna do about it at the end of the day?
Nothing.
So might as well just until the
UFOs. Better
UFOs.
enjoy your life. That's right.
Yeah, until the aliens show up, until the Russians start knocking on our doors.
Every
let's just enjoy life.
I mean, shit. If the aliens show up, then hey, there we go.
All right, let's change subjects. We're gonna go into the world of artificial intelligence.
Oh fuck!
Because it is starting to take over the world.
I don't like that.
Not only in your everyday world, but also in the way you consume your porn, it sounds like. We didn't get to this last week, but I think it could be a problem.
What?
I guess there's a video going around on the internet of one of TK's crushes when he was younger. Remember Kelly Bundy?
Christina
Applegate?
There is a
Applegate.
video.
She was a lot of people's crush. She's always been hot.
She's awesome. She's actually a really good person and does a lot of things.
Yeah.
She's been walking around with a cane too.
Yeah,
lately.
she got sick.
Well, she had breast cancer.
She's been having health issues. Yep.
Well, she's got a big, nice set of breasts in this new FaceOff Porn, they're calling it, where they take celebrities' faces and they put them on someone else's body. And I'm telling you what, they're getting pretty damn good at this artificial intelligence stuff because I was like, man, that's her.
I want to hook up with a body double.
You cannot tell. I mean, unless you've seen Christina naked before and you know that she has her nipples pierced, you couldn't tell. There's also another guy doing this, but not the porn. He's doing Tom Cruise, where he does these videos on the internet where he takes his face off and puts Tom Cruise's face on, and he's got the body and build of Tom Cruise, and he goes around and does wacky stuff on the internet, and people watch it. And I watched one of the videos. It freaking looks just like Tom Cruise.
Tiny Tom Cruise?
Yeah, exactly. So I think this could be dangerous. I mean, if you are Christina Applegate and these things are out on the internet with you.
Agreed.
Well, they know she's older and she's doesn't look like that anymore now, so you're good. They know it ain't you. You can rest at ease.
That's crazy, though.
They'll know it ain't your body double. It's stunt double.
Listen, I told y'all laughed at me about this whole AI stuff. Man, I'm telling you, man, y'all need to be worried about this shit.
I don't think they will.
This AI shit is horrible.
I love it, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
These assholes.
This is completely dangerous. It's dangerous even talking about this with Tomcat.
Yeah, I know.
Well, just to show you how good AI is, we as a company decided to purchase some AI technology ourselves here.
Really? Why'd y'all do that?
I know there's been times where Memphis has had to leave early because he's had things going on. I know there's been times where Ramo, I'm not sure why he couldn't show up, but, he didn't show.
Yeah, booty issues.
Crack habit.
There's some times when... there's been times when Tomcat,
crippling.
He talks too much, and you want to dial him back. If I just had an AI version of Tomcat, if I could just replace Memphis if I needed to at any moment with a Memphis robot, I've already done it. So we'll start
the hell
with Memphis.
Oh, it's going to be good.
This is my new improved version of Memphis.
The fuck?
Man, this is crazy. It's fake Memphis, y'all. Listen, I heard that Tomcat gets no bitches. It's great to be a Florida Gator, the best team in the Southeastern Conference. You heard it right here from your best friend in the whole wide world, Memphis. I would like to take this time to show my support for the men in blue. Cops' lives matter. I'm so sorry, TK. You know way more about slavery than me, history, and women. Fake Memphis out.
Shit.
God, I love me some me.
What the fuck is that? What the hell is that, man?
You actually recorded that shit,
That's
didn't
funny,
you?
but I'm terrified.
I am
now.
How much do you pay you to
nervous
say that,
right
dog?
now.
How much money?
I feel like I'm gonna walk
What a
past
pain.
myself on the street.
Now that's very
That is
early
crazy.
in my
But I do
technology.
accept your apology, and by the way.
I'm nervous.
Tomcat's like, wow, I've never had nobody do that before. That's awesome.
Golly.
now
Yo,
Tomcat,
that's scary. That sounds just like him.
I want
There
to
was
know. No,
like-
When
you,
he first started talking,
There
I'm
were
like, hold on,
slight
dude, that's me.
differences, but if you were to play that over a phone or something,
Yeah.
oh,
you
you
would
want
never
Tomcat?
fucking know.
You want your brain to be blown away?
no,
You want to have a conversation with yourself?
no, not really.
Because here is how I have replaced Tomcat. Fake Tomcat, what do you have to say for yourself?
Hello, this is Tomcat. I'm a real narcissist. I don't understand why you assholes, especially you Memphis, never let me finish my gosh damn thought. Now that I'm fake Tomcat, you can't interrupt me anymore. I would like to announce to the world that Don Lemon is my daddy. God, I love CNN. Fuck Fox News. Don Lemon is very sexy. He is my favorite. Also, I'm joining the libtards, and I like young boys. Woohoo, you get Tomcat out.
Oh, man.
It does sound like me.
That sounds just like you.
That
man.
did sound just like you, man.
I'm pretty sure he recorded that when we weren't here.
Let me hear that. Let
Don
me hear
Lemon's
that.
cool.
Let me hear that one more time here. Let's hear it.
Hello, this is Tomcat. I'm a real narcissist.
That might be true.
Spot on.
Oh,
Spot on.
that
I'm
is
not a
spotted.
narcissist.
Hey, your AI is though.
Right now.
Yeah, your AI is pretty asshole, man.
Let's hear this guy over here.
Oh, you guys want to hear Ramo?
Yeah, you better have
God.
made one for yourself.
No.
Yeah.
He did.
J&J
He
back
doesn't
in
need
production
to.
made one.
He's
Oh,
already an
good.
asshole.
So here's Ramo's
Oh, man.
artificial intelligence. Let's
Yeah.
hear what he has to say.
Told you.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's the freaking Puerto Rican, Ramo G. Please, guys, no arguing. This time I hate it so very much. Let's smoke that straight fire. Instead, man, you know what I'm saying? When I jerk off, I choose to do it in front of my wife. It feels more intimate that way, even though she hates it. Whatever, I'm just a silly goose. Aren't I so silly? Tee-hee, you know what I'm saying? Listen, because I agree with everything. You're talking about Memphis. Fuck. I want to just snort some coke and get a little wild with my boys tonight. You know what I'm saying? God, I haven't been able to feel my balls in so long. My wife's grip on them is just too tight for me to bear. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. See you guys, fake Ramo. Peace out.
You forgot the
Ramo
word.
doesn't really sound like Ramo, though.
It doesn't.
Not
it
that
doesn't.
it's
It
a little
didn't.
far off, but not that
It
far
is.
off.
It's not.
It's very
So
early.
Ramo is the hardest to mimic for
I'm
the
original.
AI.
I'm original, dog. Because
Oh.
you can't fuck with this.
Keep talking, Ramo. Keep talking because
Yeah,
the more
we'll
you
see,
talk on the
motherfucker.
show, the smarter my AI gets.
Yeah, no, most
So
definitely.
please.
Well, I'm lucky because I'm on a podcast
Well,
with
me
these
and
two
Memphis
assholes.
are the only ones that were really
Exactly.
replaceable here with a.
Exactly my point.
Well, I'd like to go around the room. How do you feel about this, Memphis, knowing that as AI gets better? Now, remember, this is in the very early Genesis stages of this technology. And we didn't even barely spend but $5 to sign up for this little thing that we signed up for. But
You're evil.
I would think like in a couple of years, I can have audio where I can incriminate you. And they used to use these types of tapes in court of law if you had some proof, a recording of someone. And now it's like you could analyze somebody's voice and make it sound just like them. This is dangerous, right?
Yeah, man, that's crazy. I like the first time what my fake myself said, I was like, whoa, I don't like this, man. I'm telling you, like, I feel I'm gonna walk past myself and then we're gonna get into a street
Man,
fight
this
or
is
something.
crazy. It's fake Memphis, y'all.
It sounds like you.
That's pretty close.
And he got the y'all right.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. He sure did.
He got the y'all right.
What about you, Ramo? Don't you think that
Nervous.
that's, you could definitely get somebody in trouble with this? What I thought is, imagine leaving a voicemail for one of your buddies and like a future self. Like, hey, this is, yo, what's up? This is Ramo in 2030, man. hey, stay away from the burritos or something like that. You know?
Impossible.
Well, look at it this way: like, how many confessions like that become evidence in court now can be questioned because of this?
Yeah,
you know, like
I think they have to throw out all voice recordings, especially as this
they would
stuff
have to.
You'd have to be able to authenticate the tape.
I think
somehow
there is a way that they can see if a recording of audio is authentic.
Well, here's how they would do it. I've actually been, I hate to be a one-upper on all you guys, but I have been in a court of law and had to authenticate tapes. I worked with a guy who used to get his family involved on the air.
Okay.
And this particular personality would talk about his ex-wife a lot. And
douchebag.
And so she got so upset about it because she worked at a realty firm and it was causing it was causing her pain,
of course,
at work because people were talking about what this guy was talking about.
They call that punitive.
And she sued the station. Well, the station wanted me to help to authenticate the tapes and show up. So I had to sit in the court while they played the tapes because I was the one in charge of making sure the show was recorded.
Right.
And so they had me as the producer of the show authenticate that those are the official tapes. And what they were trying to prove, and the station ended up winning, that she engaged in calling in the show. They had recordings of times where she had called into the show to argue with him. So she opened it up and engaged.
And knew.
And the radio station was able to win in court. And they said by me authenticating the tapes and being the guy that was there to prove it, that really helped the case. I was surprised they didn't give me a raise.
I know, you asshole, whichever company you is. You assholes. You should have gave him a guy. You should have fucking lost, you fucking cheap bastard. Sorry, Gentry.
Well, I do have the Gentry AI. This is from J&J back in the tech team.
Oh, boy. Let's hear
it. I haven't listened to this yet, so I guess this is me. Let's see what I have to say.
Can you all please just shut the fuck up already?
Yeah.
AIG Money Gentry here. All I want to do is smoke that chronic and watch some FaceOff Porn. But for real, fellas, I'm giving you all raises.
What?
I'm not giving nobody nice. Under your chins.
What?
Yes.
Can we go 5 minutes without everyone bitching and moaning? If I have to hear one of y'all complain one more time, you're getting replaced by this fire-ass AI.
Oops. It doesn't really sound like you.
I just tinkled in my big boy pants.
Some of it does, yeah.
Don't tell Amy.
That does.
Damn, a little bit of shit, too. AG, money out to you. Only pretty bitches hit me up. Only pretty.
Only pretty bitches hit them up.
It kind of sounds like Jack Harlow.
A little bit. It is amazing. I think next week what we're going to do is everybody on the show can pick a celebrity. And then I'm going to have the celebrity you pick roast you.
Oh, fuck.
So everyone submit the celebrity you want to roast you, and we'll do our best.
I know who I want already.
Who do you want to roast you?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Okay. I was gonna go with Bernie Mac.
Okay, Bernie Mac, Rodney Dangerfield. Who's gonna roast you, Tomcat?
I guess I'm gonna have to go William Shatner since he's on my death list. Yeah,
William Shatner's gonna roast you.
He wants to get me. William Shatner.
Okay, write those down, J&J, back in the tech department, so that we can create these roasts.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Red Fox.
Red Fox?
Yeah. He's a classic roaster, dude. He was one of the best ever.
But I don't know, man. Red Fox, I mean, shit, dude. I mean, you ask, who did you say?
What?
Who did you say?
Rodney
Dangerfield?
Yeah.
I get no respect.
Oh, dude, he's
at
Rose. He's freaking heavy, dude.
All right, let's transition to a new topic. The Super Bowl just happened. Rihanna looks like she's popping out another kid. She must have spit out a kid, and then that night, her and ASAP got at it ASAP. They wasted no time.
Yeah, no time. Get another one up in there.
Would you?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely would.
I
it's a
would
good thing
too.
that she didn't have it this weekend, because that would have been tough. She'd been all the way up on that shit.
Wasn't
Fucking,
that big
shit,
yet.
I'm going into labor.
Did you guys?
I know. I'm just kidding.
Did you guys see the beam of the thing of her dancers? They were just like running towards her, and somebody said on the meme that here come all the sperm coming toward ASAP sperm coming towards Rihanna.
Coming to her ovary.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
They all because I know what they look like. Yeah, it's so funny because they had like the puppy suits,
and they all run. It's like ASAP sperm heading toward Rihanna. Shit. That's hilarious.
But let me say though, I love this performance, and I love the puffy suits and the dancing, and it was awesome. And I love all her. I like her music. I like Rihanna. And
I think she did a phenomenal job.
What?
I saw
That's
some.
him sniffing his,
That was
doing his
me sniffing,
nose.
sorry.
His nose.
Snorting blow.
He has
Now it's not,
sinuses.
bro. Yeah.
I saw where some people were hating on Rihanna. It seemed like a 50 as to where last year I felt like it was almost 100% with Eminem, Snoop, and
Oh, it was great.
Dre. It seemed like he
Oh,
got
they
killed it last
100%.
year.
That was great.
There was about 20% of people I saw out in the Twitter world and out there on the internet that were saying that this one was kind of boring. But
Like
and then
that.
I saw somebody say they were offended that Rihanna was grabbing her crotch and stuff. I don't know if you saw the one time where she was.
I think she was holding probably under her stomach.
What
'cause-
about when Janet Jackson's titty
Oh,
came
yeah.
flying?
I like that.
You know,
Great moments in
you know what? I
Super
knew
Bowl
I
history.
like that.
I knew they were gonna start complaining when she got into like start really going into her Caribbean bag, like when she did like work and
Yeah,
whatnot. When she
she
started
was
getting and
grinding.
then the dancers start dancing and everything.
You
I was
know?
like, oh, here come these
But
right wing
that's what-
motherfuckers gonna talk shit
That's
now.
rock and roll, though. You know, that's what they said about Elvis. He's moving his hips too much.
And he
Hips too
sto- and
much.
he stole that
That's-
shit,
You
but
know,
he
it doesn't
still
mean it
did
has
it,
to be
you know?
rock and roll per se, but
Yeah.
that's rock and roll. If you're not making them talk,
You're
you know,
not doing
you're
Yeah,
not
so-
doing it.
so-
You gotta get them talking. She did it,
Right
you know?
wing, no sex having assholes talking shit. Like shut
A
up,
lot of
punk.
prudish people
Yeah,
on both
shut up.
sides in this country.
And
I
them too,
think.
even on the
People
left too. If it's
What is
little
your
left
deal?
bitches, shut up, punk. Shut up. Rihanna did it.
How's
She did
that-
all she
how's
could,
that-
and she
how's that
fucking
wellness
pregnant.
going?
And she fucking pregnant. What?
Say, how's that wellness going?
What wellness? We talking about?
Well, next.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Like I'm saying,
What I'd like to say about Rihanna is I thought it was amazing how many hits she has as a DJ.
Yeah.
she got bangers.
As a DJ, we know it, but maybe people don't realize it. Number one, Rihanna's a billionaire.
Literally.
And she did that show for free,
99.
which, by the way, a lot of the artists do.
You just
They
said
do do.
They do do.
They do.
Gross.
But they do the Super Bowl for
Do it
free
all over the
because of
place.
what it does for their careers. Like Justin
Yeah.
Timberlake did this Super Bowl and his career went nuts. Unfortunately, Janet Jackson, it didn't go that way for her, which is
Yeah, he did it
travesty.
twice, jackass.
I liked Umbrella and Diamonds. What was your favorite
Shine
ones?
bright like a
Yeah,
diamond. I like
Diamonds.
We Found Love is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that
but-
one
and
went
work.
off.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like them
But
all.
she got so many hits. You know how many records she left on the floor?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
no.
She didn't do
she's-
S&M.
She's
I-
an
She didn't do
incredible artist.
a lot of records. Rihanna got the only person I would say who if she did a versus, Beyonce probably could.
Yeah,
well, obviously,
Madonna.
obviously-
Madonna.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about like
Rihanna
currently though.
versus
But not
Beyonce,
na-
the Queen Bee.
Madonna,
Yeah. What you say?
nothing.
Madonna.
I said if they you can compare her to Madonna when it comes to popularity, record sales.
Oh yeah, yeah,
for their era for
Yeah.
women.
Sure.
yeah. But I'm talking about like right now, like Beyonce be obviously the best option for her if she did a versus. That'd be neat.
Who would
I
you
thought
want to
it'd be
see
good. I
Memphis
think it'd
on
be
a
good.
future? Next year is in Las Vegas. Who should be doing the halftime show? Memphis. Next year.
I think Usher should do it.
That wouldn't be bad. What about you, Tomcat? Who should be doing next year's Super Bowl? in
I
your
think it would
opinion?
be cool to do a bunch of like the dance music artists in Las Vegas. You know, like the guys that are doing like the big electronic festival circuits somehow.
like a Calvin Harris and a David Guetta. and a-
Yes. Well, I don't know exactly which DJs, but somehow work that into it. I don't know. Is
That
that
might be kinda
possible?
cool.
I don't know.
It's a good idea. Ramo,
they're
what
doing
about
big
you?
stuff.
Who would you like to see?
That would be fun. I would I don't know,
Enrique.
maybe go back to maybe Bad Bunny or something. No.
That'd be
Oh my God.
Did they do
No.
that already?
No, just
No,
kidding.
hell no.
Nigga, that's
I
what-
I
wanna
think
see that
people
shit.
and I think people would might.
He's such a hate.
I think that would be great.
Listen,
I
I
like Bad
don't.
Bunny, but
Yeah, no, he
would
crushes.
people
I-
complain because it's not like American music?
I
don't
think
know, there
people would complain
there was-
about it
there-
because
hey, there was 2 Puerto Ricans in the Super Bowl this year. So
Hey, they had
y'all
Puerto
Shakira.
Rico's America.
Hey, they had Shakira and J Lo, and
Exactly.
That was
nobody
what the year
complained.
Thank
before
you,
last,
Tomcat.
right? Yeah.
Thank you, Tomcat. What?
No,
I
no,
know,
J-
I know.
no,
Yeah.
J-Lo
Yeah.
and Shakira did it the year before last.
She
I
did,
think
she
it
did.
was.
No, honestly, I would like to see an actual band get up there and do something.
Like who?
Oh man,
We were just talking about this on the other podcast because we do a lot of bands,
were,
which
we
were
were.
great,
AC/DC?
but they're from a little while ago.
maybe
Are
not.
there
Maybe
any?
not.
Here's what I would like to
maybe
see.
like
This is what I think they
I don't
should
know.
do. Everybody's talking about unity.
Linkin Park, something like that.
Well, their lead singer's dead, so
So
Queen
unfortunately they
Latifah
don't have a
then?
singer. What I'm thinking is,
they
yeah,
can pick
you-
up another one. AC/DC did.
No,
it.
I think they should have a rock band like an AC/DC.
Yeah.
Then with maybe a Drake,
That's
and
what you
then
No.
then with maybe a like a Luke Combs or a Morgan Wallen that's in the country genre, and then maybe let some jazz artists come out and blow. You know, whoever the leading jazz artist, and bring all the genres together so that everybody gets their genre of music and it's kind of a unity thing.
Well, you got 29 minutes to do it.
How about Aerosmith and Run DMC?
That'd be fun.
I mean, Jam Master Jay can
and
be
who
there,
sang
but-
the Super Bowl? Who sang the national anthem? Killed it. It was
Chris
that was the
Stapleton.
best. Man, I about cried, and a lot of people were crying. That was awesome.
I believe that.
Philly's head coach
I
was
almost cried.
tears.
I mean, he did a really good
Before
job,
or
but ain't
after the
nobody
game?
did better than Whitney. Ain't nobody done better than Whitney Houston.
Well,
but he
I
did
thought
a
it was
phenomenal job.
Still, it's good. Different style, totally different
he did
styling.
Chris Stapleton
Totally
is the
different.
shit. That's the
Totally
only one.
different.
That's the
But,
guy.
Man,
He's awesome.
Great
Did you
job.
guys see what Antonio Brown said after the game? And he was
No.
backed by Des Bryant.
uh-oh.
No.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
We're talking about the jacket.
No, he said that
No.
he believes that the Super Bowl was fixed.
How?
A lot of
So
people say that.
far, Kanye West, Antonio Brown, and Des
Did
Bryant
they find Kanye?
all saying that
They found him. He's back.
they're all saying that it was a fixed game. Des Bryant says this. This is a quote from the former Dallas Cowboy.
All right, let's hear it.
I got to keep it G. I'll be lying if I didn't say something similar to Antonio Brown. That was obviously a fixed game. Truthfully, some of the things we all love can be corrupt. Ain't no such a thing as a fair game. So there you go. That's from Des Bryant.
But I don't see how he didn't.
I watched the game from beginning to end. There was a part in the game where they fumbled and then the Chiefs got the ball, right? And they were going to easily run it back for a touchdown. But they didn't they recalled that play, right? If you were going to fix the game for the Chiefs, who inevitably won, you would have let them have that.
It was twice.
No, not on that
it
play.
was twice. So the first one he got the touchdown.
Right.
The second one it was incomplete.
What I'm trying to say is,
he didn't have possession
what I'm trying
of
to
the
say,
ball.
but the point I'm trying to make is
Okay.
there were plenty of times that they could have had to try to throw it. Obvious times that they would have had to try to throw it for the Chiefs, and they didn't.
But
It did to me. It didn't look like.
Yeah, I mean,
it didn't look like they.
I think what they're trying to make it saying like is that the
So you
last
think they
play
did?
for that they threw that flag on.
You don't know.
I don't think so.
knows?
I don't
Who
see.
knows?
I mean, the dude held the guy twice.
All I'm saying, no, he admitted to holding.
Yeah, he held him. He had to throw the flag.
All I would say is
Bad
that
calls are different than I think fixing the game.
Sure, no doubt. But
You
I
can
would
bad
say,
call and this
But
and
then
that and fight
one can
about
say
it.
that bad call is technically a part of the fixed game.
No, fixing the game is different. That means the players are in on it and they're fixing the game.
I would
for
say
a specific winner. That's
Antonio
different.
Brown and the other guy would have a little more insight on making that statement than we probably would.
Oh, absolutely. But Antonio Brown, we talking
don't
about,
know about
and
that.
Des Bryant.
Yeah, they're both
And
salty,
we both talking about,
salty
especially Des Bryant.
This
Has
is-
it
this is
every
the-
now and
like
again,
a
but Antonio
disgruntled
Brown
employee
is
that got
off his
fired.
square.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
should take
yeah.
him
You
serious.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I don't
take
know a
him
lot
serious.
about football,
I
but
don't argue that. I don't argue that.
I know that.
That boy ain't even got his head checked out right. He
I
talking
know
about
a
fixed
salty
damn
waffle
game.
when I see
We
one.
must
Yeah.
say congratulations to Memphis, who did pick the Kansas City Chiefs.
I did.
Congratulations,
didn't I? Thank you
Memphis.
very much.
Golf clap.
So you know, ref? No.
The very, very beginning of the season.
I called it.
I wonder what the
Good
odds.
job.
What were the
No,
odds
that's it.
that KC?
I'm sure they weren't that big. Like, I mean, anytime you got Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback, like, you're going to be there. Like, they're going to be there for the next 10 years.
He was hurt.
Guaranteed.
I
And
thought he was
yeah.
done when they grabbed his ankle there.
They'll
in the
be
third
there for
quarter,
the next
whenever
10
that
years.
happened. That
See,
guy
there are
fucked
certain,
hurt.
Yeah.
see, there are certain things that I look for that most people don't look for, and so that's how I always make my picks. Most
didn't- it
times I'm
didn't
not
work
right,
out.
but
It
when I
didn't-
am right, I'm totally
It didn't
right.
work out for you in the college game.
That's usually
Well, yeah,
the case
the
with
college
everybody.
game is tough, man. The college game is tough because you can catch somebody on the wrong Saturday, and it happened. It
Shit,
happened
my
to
team
us.
lost and then the
It
quarterback
happened
retired.
to us. Shit, quarterback fucked his ACL up and shit. You know,
Sure,
but
fuck that one up, huh?
but next
Shit
year,
the bed now.
Well, the odds are already out for next year.
let's talk about it.
Number 5, Buffalo Bills have the 5th best odds. It's the Niners with the 4th, Eagles at 3rd, Cincinnati number 2, and Kansas City the
Yeah.
favorite going into next season. It's tough to repeat as a Super Bowl champion. So
They're
I
not
think
going to.
they do have good odds though.
Who was it at number
the best
4?
odds.
If his ankle's better and they can do some stuff with it, I have an ankle injury, so I know they don't really go away.
If
Yeah,
they can draft
same.
another like really good receiver for him to like release to,
He need like another deep, like a burner.
Right.
I know the guy that can pick up.
Who's that?
Jalen Hyatt, University of Tennessee. That boy runs a 4.240 and caught 15 touchdowns this year.
What were the brothers' names?
I'm
The
still
brothers?
waiting on Velas to make a mark or something.
2 brothers that played in the Super Bowl.
The Kelsey and
Kelsey brothers. He was catching all them passes.
That's what I'm
man.
saying. Like that, and that's his outlet. Like, and he's a great go-to, but like sometimes that's not there, and that's when they get caught
Yeah,
up.
another Kelsey brother.
Yeah, and they lost their receiver to Miami this year.
Yeah. And he got to be kicking himself like, damn it, I could have been there.
They should draft the other Kelsey brother so he can play on their team too.
He talked a little bit of noise going outside the door.
They were the most prolific offense for a big part of the year. Miami was.
Yeah, until Tua got his head banged.
Have you guys heard about this Cocaine Bear movie?
Yes.
I like
that
it.
happened in Knox
made me
County.
think about it.
I'm all about it.
Know you about it?
Oh, we know you
Apparently
about
this
it.
bear like ingests a bunch of cocaine
probably-
and goes fucking ape
You get your
shit.
tickets
What did
on.
that last ball just kick in? He's changing
Ramo
the
gonna watch
subject
the
and
damn
shit?
movie on IMAX and shit, 3D and everything.
It looks like the dumbest movie I've ever seen.
It really does.
But
And
it's a true story, though. That's the thing about it.
It's a true story. That ain't no true story.
Yes,
man.
it is.
I haven't
Cocaine
seen it. I
Bear.
haven't seen it.
They're in the
Look it up.
woods
Hey, if we could
and
have J and J
somehow-
back in the
Somehow
Okay,
this
yeah.
bear
Back in
can
the
take
research
like an
department.
entire
Look that.
kilo and like eats half of it. Why it would do that, I have no idea.
Somebody actually
wouldn't smell
died
good.
because that happened.
But a
They ate
bear,
half a kilo.
Yeah.
What's the name of the
'Cause
movie?
They lost it.
Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
I heard about it.
Cocaine
If you
Bear.
guys have any
It was on
information
the
on
Super.
it,
It was a Super Bowl
put it up
commercial.
on the screen.
I mean,
Is
I
it
heard about
a
it
true
way a long
story?
time ago. But
Fucking Ramo's nickname in high school.
I know, Cocaine Bear.
What do you mean high school?
All through life. Here it is. Here it is.
There it is, Cocaine Bear.
They're showing the video on our video version of the show. You must follow us and subscribe on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is starting to blow up.
Totally. I'm
That
so
bear is
excited.
high as shit.
Ain't he though?
That
Look out for the cocaine.
Look at
bear.
him.
Oh,
I wish we
man.
could
Look at that bear's
look at him.
nose.
I need another bump.
Oh yeah.
Got Ice
I
Cube.
don't know that
signing.
it's based on a true story, though. That's what I want to know.
God
Hey,
love
man,
you if
so
you
how do
got
you
a
make
little
something like
baggie
this
in your
up?
pocket. You know,
That means you
smells
bored
it.
as hell. Let's make a movie about a bear that eats a bunch of cocaine.
Yeah,
And there were
right.
two.
It goes
Listen,
and
there were
terrorizes.
two actresses talking about
It
this
says
movie
it's
this morning.
inspired by true events. I just
See?
saw that.
I told
footage.
you.
right there.
I told you.
Yep. The two
Look at
main
that.
actresses were on like the Today Show this morning, and they were talking to Savannah Guthrie about Cocaine Bear and about this movie, and I was like, they're really talking about this at,
Do you think
like
some of
8,
them
9
people are
o'clock.
trying to take this
9
coke?
o'clock in the morning. Kids get ready for school. So what are you talking about, Cocaine Bear?
They're like, we came up for the idea during the pandemic, and we thought it was a great release, and blah blah blah. But like,
Can
you
you
guys were doing a
imagine?
lot of cocaine.
Can you
That's all you
imagine?
need to say.
Cocaine Bear lunch boxes
We're fucking coked up.
and trapper keepers.
I think that's
Book bags?
a good rap name would be Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear.
I'll tell you what, from watching the clip,
Somebody
Jesus Christ.
somebody locked that name in so can't nobody steal it. Cocaine Bear. We'll spell it with a K though.
How do you say bear in Espanol? They could be the perico bear.
Say it, Ramo.
¿Cómo se
Bear.
dice bear? Español?
Also,
Oso.
Co-
So
how do you
apparently-
say cocaine?
So apparently they've got all these
There's many
different
ways.
names for this movie because in
Cocaina.
the United States they were allowed to call it Cocaine Bear, but in other countries they were not allowed to call it Cocaine Bear.
Oh,
so
word.
like in Spain they call it something Oso, like Crazy Bear, but not Cocaine Bear. So in different countries they call it have
being
different names for this movie.
Because United States uses the most cocaine, we're
about it.
We're about it. Cocaine Bear.
Here in Colombia it's cool. So,
Let's quickly talk about this list. Billboard and Vibe magazine came out with the 50 greatest rappers of all time.
Oh boy.
Our boy Ice Cube is not very happy about it. He doesn't think that.
is he not on it?
Well,
He
he's
better
on,
be
he's,
on it.
he's on it, but he's like number 18. Let's hear what he has to say about it.
Top 50 rappers, and I know it's totally
Who?
Billboard.
I don't fuck with Billboard or the editor.
I know it's totally subjective, but they put you at 18. How does that sit with you? Is that good or bad, or what do you think about that?
Billboard ain't hip hop, so their opinion don't matter.
Right.
So who gives a fuck?
I mean, I agree with that. Everyone from Mount Westmore made it except for Too Short, man. Is that a bit of a snub to leave him off the list, man, when he's such a legend?
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? It's an irrelevant list. You know what I mean? It's like assholes. You know what I mean? Everybody got one and they all stink. So
Yeah.
So Ice Cube is at 18. We'll quickly go over this list, and now that Ice Cube has said that it doesn't mean shit, then I don't even know why we're talking about it. but we will talk about it.
Oh, what the hell?
Number 10 is Nicki Minaj.
What?
Yep. Number 9 is Snoop Dogg. Number 8 is Drake.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
I got no problems with 7 at Lil Wayne.
That's fine. Maybe,
10,
that's
10,
fine.
maybe.
It could be
10.
top 5.
Nah,
6,
not even.
10.
6 is the Notorious B.I.G. at 6.
Okay.
Can't argue that
He's
one.
definitely
Now,
top 5.
now we're in the top
Agreed.
5.
Okay.
Agreed.
Eminem at number
Okay.
5.
5. Tupac at number 4.
Okay.
Nas at number 3.
He's a
We'll
big
argue
one.
that.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar at number 2.
It's hard because he did. Those other guys came before him, so that's kind of
No,
tough, you know.
Not Kendrick.
to
no.
do that.
Well, I don't see that.
Maybe 10.
10. Number 9.
Number
maybe.
1 is
Hove.
he runs the world now. You know, Illuminati confirmed. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Jay-Z's number 1.
Best
yeah.
ever? I don't know. He's definitely the best of his, like the after Biggie and Tupac, generation of hip hop. He's owned that like for a long time.
I don't
Jay-Z
listen to a
is a
lot of
billionaire.
Jay-Z. I
Yeah.
honestly don't.
I mean,
He's put out album after
so I
album
can't.
that
For me, it's definitely
that
not
did,
number
that
1.
did great. Like album sales, he probably
Who's
he
number
probably
1,
is.
Memphis? You keep making noises,
Yeah.
but you're not saying anything.
I don't.
Who
I
would
don't,
be number 1?
Surprisingly,
I don't mind Jay at 1. I don't have a problem with that. Kendrick Lamar is definitely not in top 5. Top 10, yeah, maybe I'll put him in like number 9, number
Sure.
10.
I'm with you on
Nicki
that.
and Drake are not even in the discussion of top 10 anything, so you move them out.
Not rappers. no.
Drake's been owning the
It don't matter,
airwaves
but it
for the
don't
last
matter
10 years.
because
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
It don't
Selling
matter.
records.
But he's not the best in his generation. He's not better than Kendrick and Cole. And they're all
They,
in
they,
this,
they didn't put him ahead of Kendrick. They did put him ahead of J. Cole.
which is a shame
Now,
because where's Redman?
Is it record sales or actual like
Like,
artists?
I think it's
just hip hop artists.
I think they're going off of straight hip hop, and if you're going
It's
off
going
of straight,
off their opinion.
Well, yeah.
well, everybody and like
That's
Ice Cube
totally
said,
that.
everybody has one like assholes.
J.
and
Cole's at 15.
okay. See, oh man,
He's a great lyricist.
I don't want to say that because I know
don't
it
like
probably.
all
I
his
got
music.
Eminem at number 1. You already know that.
What about you, Ramo? Who's number 1 for you all time?
Fat Joe, bro.
I like Fat
Got the
Joe,
head
but it
out.
would be Big Pun before
Are you
Fat
saying that
Joe.
because you
No, I'm
Puerto
just
Rican?
kidding.
Big
Yeah,
Pun
I
is
am.
at
I
26. I
gotta
still
show
don't
love
see.
for it.
Shit.
I
like
still
Big
don't
Pun.
see Fat Joe on the list.
And like Ice
Oh,
Cube
boy, he's
said,
pissed.
that list don't mean dick. Okay,
I like
it ain't
Fat
about
Joe a
shit.
lot.
So
I
got the
like
hand
Fat
out.
Joe.
He's
Yeah,
great.
mad
I
love
love
for
Fat
my
Joe.
bro, man.
Yeah, I like
He's
Big
done
Pun
his thing.
where Big Pun is.
Yeah,
I like where Big Pun's at.
he's dead.
Redman is at
Good, though.
42. You asked where Redman
What?
was.
Oh my God! There has been a millennial who had to be a part of this
I'll
too
be that.
to come to make this list. Like
Ja Rule was mad that he wasn't on the list.
No.
top 50.
He should be. He's
All
a
right,
good
the
rapper.
list was
I mean,
worth it for that.
I like
'cause
Ja,
that's
but
funny.
not top 50. Ja, is he
Maybe
top
top 100?
100?
Top
Sure,
100.
absolutely.
Number 50, the last guy on the list,
Who is it?
the boss, Rick Ross. I once went to his 40th birthday party at his house.
Damn, man, you almost don't want to be on the list if you're going to be the last one on the list.
I got
Just
mad-
leave me off that motherfucker, bro.
I got mad love for Rick Ross.
I do
Top
too.
50, huh?
I've partied with him like personally. He
You've
came
been
one
to
time.
you've been to his house, man. Like
no,
me?
nothing like that.
I've
when
been
he
to his house.
actually, when he was first getting started, him and DJ Khaled came to a club that me and the Big O, who was the program director, of
Big
the
O.
I
group
know the
back
Big
then,
O.
They came by there and they hung out all night, and we were like chilling in the DJ booth, and they were cool as shit, man. You know, I always wished them the best, and you know that's cool for them.
Cool
That's dope.
story, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
You ready for your news, Tomcat?
Oh, I wasn't ready before.
Caught him off guard.
He up here chilling
It's the
like
hat. It's the
he up
hat.
here chilling. You see, he was all laid back,
This
comfy
news-
and everything.
This news is being
Simon
brought to you
knows.
by BetterHelp.com
Yes.
/Outcast. You can save 10% on your first month service
Do it.
by going to BetterHelp.com /Outcast. It's online therapy, and you can save 10%. BetterHelp.com /Outcast. Newsman Tomcat, this is the not so good news.
This is the news
True.
for February 15th, 2023. Is it 2023 already?
Already.
Jeez, how the years fly
So
by.
nice.
Second month already.
Birthdays today. Meg the Stallion, 27.
She's fine. She got a body.
What do you think about
Body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy,
Yeah,
yaddy.
she does.
She's all right. Body,
She does.
yaddy,
She got a
yaddy.
body. She got a body.
Birdman. How old's Birdman, you think?
52.
Whoa,
50,
close.
50.
53.
Oh, okay. He's a little bit older.
But also legendary actress and sex symbol Raquel Welch dies at 82
She
today.
did. Yeah, she did. That's sad.
Who's she?
I saw that.
You know Raquel Welch?
Probably if I've seen her face.
She's
Oh, you
probably
know.
like one of the first
She's gorgeous.
big screen bombshells
She's beautiful.
ever.
So the Super Bowl just happened last weekend here on Sunday day.
Boo!
And Mercedes-Benz Stadium said that the over-under on hot dogs was how many hot dogs and beers would you think that people ate in the stadium?
I don't know, but I can go
Let's see,
for
how many-
one right
how many
now.
I think the beers was like 149,000 is what they were
Didn't
guessing.
we bet on that or something?
There was bets out
The
there.
beers ended up being 117,400
So it was under.
beers under. And hot dogs ended up being 16,300 hot dogs.
And I don't
Or
remember.
way
what-
less.
I don't remember.
I don't
what
know
the hot
where
dog
we were
was.
on the hot dogs.
That's because Philly lost.
Yeah.
Might be
How many
why.
cheesesteaks? It's one thing about Philadelphia that I don't like about their fans. When they lose, they burn their city down. When
They're
they
the
win,
worst.
they burn their city down.
Damn
That's why
right.
Philly fans are the
Man.
worst. Everybody
How-
knows this.
How can you tell the difference?
Yeah, it's like
They're the worst.
they have to grease the light
kidding.
poles.
I've
They,
never been
they
there. Yeah, they
literally
do.
grease the light poles so that people can't climb up on them and break them.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Philly
And
fans, they're working on being mouth breathers. Y'all be careful now.
I guess they were marching through the fans shouting, fuck the Chiefs, fuck the Chiefs after.
It was kind of a
I would
shitty
too
way
if
to
I
lose.
lost.
At the very end.
I'd be doing that too.
Sucks. It sucks.
It's all sportsmanship.
Next up, we got a shitty story about a man in Detroit that erected a giant poop wall to fuck with his neighbor.
What?
Yep.
Huh?
A Michigan man devised a smelly way to resolve a property dispute with his neighbor by erecting a 250-foot wall of cow poop between their homes.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
What
250 feet long.
do he do? He wait for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, heavy eating days.
I don't know.
Call some people. Hey, man, you need the shit. Just come on over here. I'm working on something.
Free
Just
toilet
sit right
paper.
there. Put it right there. Ew, that's
Their sewage
disgusting.
went out for a while.
Ew,
So
horrible.
he made the best of it.
He got a hefty fine, I'm sure.
You got any good news in
shit.
there? Or is
Yeah,
this
no,
just,
this is real stinky.
what else you got?
I
gotta
got
use
some
the
good
bathroom.
news.
You got toilet
Liquor
paper?
has passed beer sales for the first time
I heard
in
that.
history.
Good.
Is that good news? I don't know.
No.
Well,
it
it's
shouldn't.
Anheuser-Busch's fault.
It's,
So
it's booze.
Apparently, liquor reached 42.1% of the market share. That's how they do it. And
Hey, you're supposed to call it booze with that hat on.
booze,
Booze.
spirits, the moonshine reached 42.1% of the market share.
Like it.
The council said
The hell's that?
beer holds 41.9%, so it's only slightly a little bit
I like
less.
the
Overall,
turn.
spirit suppliers said in the USA were up 51%.
Seems like more
36.
and more of this younger generation likes to drink like the White Claws and the
Yeah.
fizzy
all
little
those
baby
little-
drinks.
them-
And
yeah.
here's the-
And I think it seems to me like more and more people are drinking like straight drinks out, like having a
Tequila
glass
and
of
stuff like I do. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you-
straight.
and you
or with
hit
like
on it.
soda water. Yeah.
You hit right on it because in this article it says that that's part of why it's fueled by all these little fruity drinks that they're making and putting liquor in them.
Yeah.
People are buying them.
Yeah, stop
Little
drinking
White
fruity
Claws,
drinks, you
little White Claw
clowns.
boy.
And drink a bourbon or a good tequila
yes.
straight up. You,
Drink some
you
Louis 13
bastards.
straight.
If you can afford it, don't be getting outside your pay zone now. We trying to keep up with somebody trying to get some Louis
endorsement here,
trade.
dog. Louis 13, do it.
Anyways, it's a fucking
I ain't
news.
say us. I'm talking about yes. I'm all about the endorsement. Ass.
That's going to do it for the Outcast podcast. We did not get to the story about the guy that has reversed the aging process.
Oh,
thanks,
man. Now we're all
guys.
going to get old.
So we'll talk
Herb.
about that next week. Hopefully we'll live to be able to tell about it. We could have reversed our
Oh, it ain't my
lives.
fault.
My prostate may not.
Yeah, we'll see if we
Well,
make
we
it.
hope it does.
God's willing,
Me
we'll be
too.
back next week. Make sure you review and like or dislike us. You can follow us on YouTube. We're all over the social medias. We got a Twitter.
Yeah,
we got it all.
Fucking Instagram.
Hey, we're everywhere, baby.
Grand me,
Yeah,
send
definitely
me
hit
a
that like
DM.
and subscribe button.
We are the
appreciate
Outcast
it.
Podcast,
We are.
Meatball.
Do it.
Tune in.
Hey.
Why you call
Hey.
them a meatball, man? That ain't nice. What if they like,
I like meatballs. I had them on the they were definitely on the menu at the Super Bowl party.
It's all about the sauce. It's all about the sauce.
What was the best thing you ate, Ramo?
Pizza.
On Super Bowl Sunday pizza. That's
I
like
ate
an
some good
everyday
pizza.
thing for you.
y'all
Yeah,
saw what I
that's a
sent
good
y'all. The
pizza.
wife made that heart-shaped brownie with the rods in it.
That's nice. Why did
On
you bring
Super Bowl
it
Sunday.
in?
I don't know, man.
So
but
why you bring it up? Got some.
I made
see,
these
I sent
chili
it to you.
nachos, a little
Flaw
guacamole. I
AF. We
put some
will send
cheddar cheese in the
pictures.
bottom.
That was
Overbowl,
great,
put some
dude.
chili on there.
Thanks to the team behind the scenes, J&J
Yes.
and the whole crew. Outcast Podcast, we out.
Let's make Tomcat happy. Peace out.
Tickling each other's balls, weirdos.
Yeah.